Let's welcome in our first guest on the show. Sumit Bagadia is now joining us. Sumit, good afternoon. Thank you so much for taking out time for us. When we were at 9,000, targets were at 9,500. When we are at 9,500, what are the targets now?
10,000. In fact, markets are looking very strong. Today we have seen a breakout in the market, and we feel that looking at the momentum, looking at the structure, very soon we will see Nifty in 5-digit. That means soon we will see levels of around 10,000 or 10,000 plus in Nifty. We can see these levels in next 2.5 months time horizon. Immediately, Nifty has broken the resistance of 9,500 levels. If the closing is seen above 9,500 levels, then we will see Nifty headed for 9,600 or 9,650 levels in next couple of days. For the day, Nifty has support at around 9,450 levels, and overall, Nifty has major support at around 9,400 levels. Immediately, those who have taken long positions, they can hold on the existing long positions with the trailing stop loss to be placed at around 9,450 levels or so. And if anyone wants to initiate a fresh long positions, then they can initiate around 9,500 or 9,450 levels for the immediate upside till 9,550.
Right. In terms of Nifty, do you think global markets will have to support markets to go up? Is that something which is needed? Something what happened back in 2006-07?
See, if global market supports, that would be a very good factor for our markets. But if still global market is not able to support because of XYZ reason, then also we feel that India's story is very strong. India's story will take markets to new higher levels. There is a possibility if global markets give some correction or some profit booking, we can also see some profit booking from higher levels. But overall, we have a strong growth, we have a strong story. This will provide support to our Indian markets at lower levels. And overall, we will be headed higher. We will be headed higher if the global markets are not supporting in an overall phase. I think markets are strong.
Right. What will be your view on PNB? PNB has seen a big spurt after the numbers. We just spoke to the management. They were quite bullish. Would you be bullish on the stock?
Absolutely, yes. Most of the banking stocks are looking good to me. SBI, PNB, Bank of Baroda, and other private banking stocks. Bank Nifty is also looking good on charts. 23,000 immediate levels. As soon as 23,000 is taken away, we will see Bank Nifty headed for 23,500 levels. As far as view on Bank Nifty is concerned, Bank Nifty will follow the index. PNB will follow the index. And from here on, we will immediately see levels of around 182, 183 as an immediate target for PNB. And if PNB is able to give close above 182, 183 levels, then there is a possibility that we might see levels of around 205, 210 levels in next couple of weeks. Existing long positions should be hold on with a trailing SL to be placed at around 165 levels for the PNB. And if anyone is having a fresh view at present levels, then they can go ahead with the buy positions with the same stop loss of 165 lower levels for the upside target of 200 plus in next couple of weeks.
Right. Just in terms of Interglobe Aviation, what is your call? That's up around 0.8, 0.9%.
Most of the aviation stocks are looking good to me. We have seen that in last couple of weeks, most of the stocks have given a very good upside move. As far as view on Interglobe is concerned, presently the stock is quoting at around 1120 levels. Immediately, the stock will face small resistance at around 1145, 1150 levels. If the stock is able to break 1145, 1150 levels on closing basis, and that too with volumes, then there is a possibility that we might see a move around 80 to 100 points from the breakout level. That means from the breakout of 1150, we can see stock headed for 1230, 1250 levels in next couple of days. For a trading perspective, if anyone wants to initiate a position in the stock, then that should be on buy side. One can initiate long positions in the counter at present levels. If there is a dip of around 10 to 15 points, then that would be a very good buying opportunity. Stop loss should be placed at around 1080 levels on lower side for the immediate upside till 1150 levels, and a close above 1150 will take stock prices to 1240, 1250 levels.
Right. Any view on Hero MotoCorp? After results, it's done exceptionally well.
Breakout, we have seen a breakout in this stock. Most of the auto stocks are looking good to me. Hero MotoCorp is one of them. Hero MotoCorp has given a breakout. In last 5 days, we have seen that the stock has moved up from the levels of 30 to 50 to 3600 levels, which is the current market price. Today also, we have seen a very good move in the counter from lower levels. Now, immediately, the stock is headed for 3700 levels. If we see closing above 3700 for next 2 days, for next couple of days, and breakout should be on closing basis, then there is a possibility that this stock can give a move of around 10% from the breakout levels of 3700 levels. 10% from 3700 can take stock prices to 4000 or 4050 levels. We feel the stock is headed higher. Any existing long positions should be held on with a trailing SL can be placed at around 3500 levels, 3500 and 3510 levels, and the same should be the stop loss for fresh long positions for the immediate upside till 3700 levels and then 4000.
Sumit Bagadia is still with us. Sumit, we spoke about PNB. What's your view on Bank of Baroda? 2.5% higher now. After PNB numbers, even these names have started to do well.
Yes, most of the stocks are looking good only. As far as PSU banking stocks are concerned, Bank of Baroda, SBI, all the stocks are looking good to me. As far as your question on Bank of Baroda is concerned, yes, we can see stock is headed for 200 levels, and if the 200 level is taken away convincingly with volumes, then there is a possibility that this time we might see a very good upside move in the counter. That means on higher side we can see move till 220 to 25 levels in next couple of days. I think one can initiate fresh long positions in the counter at CMP for an immediate upside till 200 and then 225 levels in next couple of weeks.
Right. But you think that all these PSU names, if they have to go up, if markets have to go up, because they are probably the only underperforming pack in this entire, entire Nifty 50 pack now.
Yes, absolutely right. If the markets are headed higher, then these stocks will perform much better because these stocks have not given that good performance in last couple of months. And still there is more room, more potential left for this PSU banking stocks. We feel that if markets are headed higher and if markets give decent return from present levels, then these stocks should give tremendous return from present levels. As far as stocks are concerned, stocks like PNB, Canara Bank, Bank of India, Union Bank, SBI, all these stocks will give very good return from present levels. We should at least expect a return of around 20 to 25% on an immediate basis. There is a possibility that we might see a move around 50% also from present levels. We feel that this stock should be, one should initiate long position in most of these stocks for next couple of months.
Right. Just in terms of Nifty movers, what will be your call on Reliance? It's given a 30% move, but it's been on a pause since about a month or so. Do you think it can start to move up again?
Yes, absolutely right. The counter is still strong. Today we have seen some amount of traction in the stock. Now immediately looking at the structure is positive. In last couple of days, like 7 to 8 days, we have seen that the stock has given a correction from higher levels. And last 2 to 3 days, we have seen that the stock has been consolidating in a smaller range. But now looking at the chart, it seems that from here on, we will see upside move in the counter, in which we will see 1400, 1410 as an immediate target. And the overall target for the counter is somewhere around 1500 levels. I think if people are holding long positions in Reliance Industry, then they should hold on their existing long positions. And in fact, the counter is looking strong for the fresh long positions to be initiated at present levels. For the upside, for the immediate upside target of 1410 and above 1410, we will see levels of around 1500 as a overall target for next 2 to 3 months time horizon. At least a move of 10% can be seen from present levels.
Right. So it's still a buy or buy on declines?
No, one can initiate long positions at the current market price because today is the first day after 3 days we have seen a pullback in the counter. If the counter is able to give closing around 1360 or above 1360, then this would be a buy. I think one can initiate long positions at the current market price.
Right. What do you do with names like Voltas? Slowly and steadily these names are going into, or maybe even Havells. Slowly and steadily these names are, time and again hitting new life highs.
Absolutely right. Voltas, Havells, Crompton. All these stocks are looking good to me. Voltas and Havells, both these stocks are making new highs on regular basis. We are seeing some profit booking from higher levels, some consolidation for next couple of days whenever the stock hits high, and then again we see a new high. As far as your question on Voltas is concerned, the stock is trading near 430 levels. Immediately, a small resistance is placed at around 450. As soon as the stock is able to break 450 levels on closing basis, we will see a move around at least 8 to 10% in next 1.5 or 2 months time horizon. The overall structure is very promising. The stock is looking good on charts. Technical indicators are saying that the stock can move. The stock can give good move from present levels. So the immediate target for the counter is 450, and then we can see levels of around 490 and 500 in next couple of weeks.
Right, but do you think this consumer durable over a long period of time will continue to give returns the way they have given earlier?
See, now that depends on the quarter-on-quarter results, but looking at the immediate scenario, it seems that they will give decent return in next 1.5 month time horizon, because the present scenario is looking good. As far as purely technical terms are concerned, the structure of the stock is looking very good. We are not seeing any divergence. In fact, after a long time, we are seeing such move or such rally in most of the consumer durable or consumer or these consumer durable stocks. As far as trend is concerned, the trend is positive, and this trend should take prices higher for a move of around 8 to 10% from present levels. As far as a move on Voltas, Havels or Crompton Greaves is concerned, we can see a minimum of 8 to 10% move from present levels.
Right, but in terms of these stocks, you think that one will have to be patient with these names? Fall is a buying opportunity, or buy with a 10% target and probably a 5% stop loss?
See, now there is a possibility. One always has to keep patience, because these stocks generally don't perform continuously. They perform for a couple of months and then they take a pause. They move in a sideways territory. But in last couple of months, we have seen that these stocks have given a one-way rally. Looking at the structure, I think one can initiate fresh long positions at the current market price, because the momentum is good. Markets are good. Markets are headed higher. So most of the stocks should move up. These stocks have given a breakout after a long time. So the rally should not stop. And in very short term, there is a possibility that we can see a move of around 8 to 10% from present levels. Specifically, we will talk about Voltas. Voltas is quoting at around 430 levels. And the major support for the stock is placed at around 406 or 410 levels. So from present levels, the downside is of 20 to 25 rupees. And on higher side, we can see a stock till 480 or till 480 or 500 levels. That means a move of around 60 to 70 points from present levels. Risk reward ratio is good. I think one can initiate long positions at the current market price also. And if there is a dip of around 10 to 15 points from present levels, then that should be used as a good buying opportunity, because risk reward ratio is very good at present levels.
What do you do with real estate names? Let's start with DLF. Continuously, that's also hitting new highs. Not life highs, of course, but it's still a high versus 1-2 years move.
Sector has given a breakout. After a long time, we have seen such breakout in the real estate stocks. HDIL, DLF, India Bull Real Estate. All the stocks have given a breakout. From lower levels, if you will see, we will see that the stock has almost given a move of around 100%. But one should see to it that these stocks have given a correction from 400 or 450 levels. And from the lower levels, no doubt, the stock has given a move of around 100%. But we feel that the current market price, that the sector and stock has given a breakout at the current market price. So there is a room left for the stocks in which we can see a similar type of move which we have seen in last 3 months. There is a possibility that we might see a move of around 80 to 100% from present levels. I've seen the index chart of realty stocks. It has given a breakout, and in longer term chart horizon, I've seen that the breakout is very good, very promising. This says that next 6 to 9 months, in next 6 to 9 months, we will see a very good upside in most of the real estate stocks. I think one should initiate fresh positions in the real estate stocks at CMP. Those who have taken long positions at lower levels, they should hold on their existing long positions at least for next 3 to 6 months time.
Right. Sumit, thank you so much for taking our time for us. Always good to get a perspective from you.